The position of the remote control and of the cushions have changed. Did someone come inside?
No, no one's come. Why?
I don't want to do this, but she's too suspicious. I hope it doesn't show anything.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Alan. I'm back at my apartment now, but I feel a strong sense of discomfort. The position of the remote control and of the cushions have changed.
Oh, you were home, Alan?
Hey, Karen, did someone come inside?
No, no one's come. Why?
That's what she says, but the positions of those items have definitely changed. However, I didn't pursue it any further than necessary and told myself that it might just be my imagination. But I immediately headed to an electronics store and bought a small video camera. I decided to set up said camera in the living room and see what was going on. Hear me, please, for I hope she's actually a fanzine editor and secretly writes with an assistant of hers. Please let it be so, or anything similar. I never expected her to start leading me on. Hello, Mr. Johnson, sir? Are you free this weekend, by any chance? Ah, yes. I have something important to tell you, you see. All things considered, do it at a hotel, damn it! Why here? Why at my damn house, Karen? I can't live in this house anymore. Unforgivable. Trouble Busters, initiate! I'm sorry, darling. I have a sudden urgent matter. I won't be able to return home until the weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, you're working anyhow. Can't be helped. By the way, are you inviting my parents here this weekend?
Yeah, I am.
Wait, what? It doesn't sound too good.
I think this weekend will have quite a good impact.
Aw, what are you planning?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? It's a surprise!
Understood. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, look forward to it, okay? I thought it was too sudden after all. It's not good news anyhow. Whatever. I'm sure they're in super-duper playtime mode by now.
So, what is it, Alan-san?
Must be something really important calling us here, isn't it?
Did Alan tell you what was going on, Karen?
Nope, I've no idea. Alan wanted to announce it only today. Announce?
I bet they decided the wedding date and wanted to tell us ASAP.
Really? Are you really, Alan?
Huh? Are you okay with it?
Of course. That's why I became your fiancé after all.
Did you really? I definitely thought you were going to marry Ken Trenton, you understand?
Huh? What?
Who is that, Cupcake?
I don't know anything. Hey, Alan, please don't say something strange like that. You'll make my parents misunderstand.
But you're doing what would make people misunderstand. Adultery?
Wait a minute, what are you— I didn't do that!
That's right, Alan. I don't know what you mean, but I would appreciate it if you stopped saying strange things.
Consider this. No way did I call you two over just to say something strange.
No, how ridiculous. We didn't tell you, Alan, but if there's anything in this world that initiates divorce, it's adultery.
We both despise that sin more than anything. We know more than most after all, with our previous partners both cheating. We've explained this to Karen many times.
That's right. Oh, there's no way our daughter would cheat on you.
Even if it's you, son, I will not allow you to say such bullshit.
Mr. Johnson, Mrs. Johnson, I vowed before you to make your daughter happy for the rest of her life, and as a sign of my commitment, I bought her the apartment she wanted.
I remember. I was so impressed by how sincere you were.
Karen, you are bringing another man home, aren't you? You had an affair on the couch right there.
You're cruel. I love you, Alan, and yet you've grown to hate me, right? I am so sure you started hating me. That's why you want to make me the bad guy and break up with me, right? Am I wrong?
Hey, Alan boy, Karen seems so sad. Isn't it possible that it's all just your imagination?
It's definitely your imagination. I have never let anyone into this house.
Do you realize that the counter of guilt for you is on the rise right now? The more you lie, the more miserable things will become.
And I am telling you, if I never invited anyone to my house, I'm not cheating. I've never even called any female friends of mine over, and yet you say I bring home a man? I guess you're tired of me now, so you're trying to make an excuse to dump me?
Excuse me! If that's true, and you mean to, I will never forgive you!
Please, calm down, Mr. Johnson, and we'll explain it properly.
I am not cheating on you. The only person I love is you, Alan.
Let me ask you a question then. Why do the arrangement of things in my house change all the time?
Huh?
As you live your life, the arrangement of things will change, boy.
That's right. Oh, that's normal, I believe. That's right. Don't say anything more.
I'm talking about the positions of the couch cushions and the remote control, you know?
The cushions.
And remote control?
Yes. If you look at these two photos like this, it's pretty obvious.
Is the blue cushion yours and the red one Karen's?
Oh no, sir. The red cushion is mine. What with the red hair and all.
If you compare the photos, oh, it's true. The placement of the cushions and of the remote control have changed. Sometimes I change the positions depending on my mood.
I genuinely don't think you change the position where you sit, you see.
Well, that's true, I suppose.
What are you talking about? Sometimes you just do that for a change of spirit, right?
And what are you talking about? That's never happened.
That's just what you think, Alan. As far as I know, I always change the positions of the cushions. The scariest thing in an oncoming marriage is a tedious environment, Alan. I only occasionally replace things or change the placement of things to prevent this from happening.
So, how do you explain the remote control?
The remote control?
With my personality, I always like everything equal. So I put it in the middle of the table. That's why I put it in the middle even though I'm right-handed.
I see. It is a small detail, but it certainly shows how you are as a person.
Thank you, sir. What I would like you both to observe here is that the remote control is placed on the far left of the table. Don't you feel that the person who puts the remote control here is both left-handed and selfish?
I see.
Certainly the complete opposite of you, dear.
Based on all that, could you please explain why the remote control's position changed?
I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know? Are you trying to tell me that the remote control was imbued with the elixir of life and moved of its own will? It's not exactly a comic book world where carpets fly and trees talk, so that can't be it.
I understand.
You admit it.
So that's what this is.
Hmm?
You want to go that far to break up with me?
What do you mean?
It's so easy to fabricate an imaginary third person that doesn't exist to frame me into having an affair. All you have to do is create an image of the person who is the most distant from yourself, Alan. I see. So that's why the position of the remote control has changed.
I'm confused. So you didn't move the remote control, Karen?
I don't remember doing that at all. More to the point, what the hell? Even doing such elaborate things to... Aren't you cheating on me, Alan?
Why would it turn out that way?
You're freaking planning the blame on me and kicking me out and living with a new woman.
You know...
If that happens, I'll definitely get me some alimony.
Yes. If I were cheating, I'd pay you fair and square.
Look, I'll make sure to find the evidence.
Hey, where are you going? The meeting isn't adjourned yet.
We've had enough of your damn paranoia. Mom, Dad, leave this alone. Don't take him seriously.
I have evidence, hear me?
What?
No. Zero imagination, have you? I called over your parents for crying out loud. You think I'm saying all this stuff without any solid ground?
Where are you?
The hell you mean, where are you? Cornered so much? English EXE has left the chat, has it? As I said, your trial has already been decided. And what remains to be seen is how much of the counter of guilt will climb. That's what I'm talking about, see?
But, I seriously don't understand what you're saying, Alan.
Ha! I see how it is. You won't talk, will you? Well, no matter. Can't help it but move on as soon as the counter climbs ever higher. Whether you're innocent or not depends on this camera. If you're innocent, nothing will be done. But if and only if you're bringing a man into the house...
Why do you...
I mean, isn't it obvious? Because you're a liar? The placement of things has definitely changed. But you say you haven't changed or moved them. So what's your next thought? Why would they lie? And what's your next thought? They're doing something that requires them to lie. And right here is the truth.
Wait, since when did you...
We can see that too, in due time.
Oh no, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I think a friend of mine suddenly came over to use the bathroom.
But isn't this apartment an automatic lock?
It is. For someone to suddenly come, it's a strange story. She told me that she went inside just as some residents of the building went through the front door.
The hell? Is your friend a thief?
Small video cameras? You're such a coward. I don't remember allowing it.
If you tell someone who is suspected of cheating on you that you are suspicious of them and want to set up a camera, they will definitely try to destroy the evidence, right?
I wouldn't do that. More to the point, there's no need to do that. It's so cowardly anyway, an invasion of privacy. This is ridiculous. I won't see anything like that, nor will I show it to my parents either.
I don't really mind that.
Huh?
If you don't want to see it, just look away. If you don't want to hear it, just cover your ears. But keep in mind that the cost of running away will be greater every damn time.
What are you going to do?
If you won't see the evidence I'm presenting, after the data in the camera is confirmed by a lawyer, we will take appropriate action. I looked through the footage, vomiting at videos I didn't even want to pay attention to. But it was worth it, and I was able to get a lot of information of the other. He's unemployed, right? Will the alimony be okay? What will you do? Will you review the evidence with your parents? Will you turn a blind eye to it and stand trial?
Trial?
What's with that expression, eh? If a quiet agreement isn't possible, then we go to court.
But a trial is so scary. Why do you say that?
What's scary is you, who brings a man into your room despite having a fiancé. You were having an affair even before marrying. No matter what I do from now on, I cannot trust you. I will break off the engagement and demand alimony.
In the end, is Karen cheating, son?
That's right. That's where everything lies. What about it?
What about it, Karen? I don't care now. Alan, show me the evidence.
Landon, if everything Alan says is true...
At this point, Alan will quickly dismiss the discussion, and the evidence is presented in court. What then? We'll be exposing our daughter's shame to a completely unrelated third party.
What? Well, that's no good.
Karen, you are a complete and utter traitor and an unfilial daughter. If you're gonna tell the truth, there's no need for me to show the footage from this camera. Are you trying to traumatize your parents after your futile resistance? This is important, so allow me to repeat myself. The arrangements are already in place to send you into abysmal despair. You can't run away from this anymore. Nothing good will come from struggling any further. You understand? After Karen thought about it for a bit, she murmured,
Do what you frickin' want.
You goddamn unfilial whore!
I'm so sorry, Alan. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to apologize considering that you've also seen that footage.
Not only did you trample on Alan's goodwill and sincerity, but also on his humanity.
I've warned you over and over again. This is what happens because you surrender to an all-too-convenient glimmer of miraculous hope. Well, I don't think my words will resonate with people who surrender themselves to the pleasures of the hour anyway.
Please, Alan's son, reconsider taking this to court. Please, son.
If a video like this were shown in court, oh!
You will agree to a settlement, right?
Will you say something?
Apologize to Alan. Do you realize how much you hurt him? Because I was hurt.
Speak up, Karen Maria Johnson.
I was hurt too.
Hurt? You? What are you?
It's your fault, Alan. It hurt that you were so kind to me. There wasn't enough stimulation. I wanted stimulation because I still want to be a woman. Alan is the person who gives me so much peace. My cheating partner is someone who stimulates me. But don't worry, Alan.
Don't worry.
Yeah, cheating is cheating after all, so I was never serious. For me, the most important thing is you, Alan, and I am very serious about you. The truth is that that man is just a tool to keep me from forgetting that I'm a woman.
Huh? What?
Alan, let's do our best. Now that this has happened, I will also cut ties with that man. You're more important to me, so of course I will. Hey, since Mom and Dad are here, how about going out to eat?
We will not! What horseshit are you breathing now? Can't forget that I'm a woman, eh? In that case, right on your hand, I'm a frickin' woman, why don't you? I'm the most important. The problem is that there's a second in line, damn it!
Why are you so angry? I'm making a change here.
If I threw back a bowl of noodles that had a hair in the broth only to get another bowl with another hair floating, wouldn't you get pissed off?
That would be a big complaint involving the store manager. No, the head office. For real.
Yeah, and you're giving me those bowls of noodles now, Karen.
I'm not the complainer here.
Oh my God, that's not what I'm... You ought to wash so much gunk out of your brain.
After all, you probably don't want to accept me no matter what.
There's no way I could accept you back.
That's why people cheat on you.
And what does that mean, eh?
You do not justify adultery with vague words. Oh, really? So you two are also on Alan's side, then?
Where are the elements that make us be on your side? Know thyself!
I suppose you're prepared, darling, because you committed adultery, the very thing we despise the most. What, severing ties are we? Do what you frickin' want.
I'll do what the frick I want, just like how you committed adultery!
I'm sorry, but I'll have to ask for alimony.
In that case, I'll also be demanding alimony, all right?
Huh?
What? About this whole matter? As a man, you're freaking sloppy and unattractive. If those kinds of things arise, alimony is only obvious.
Are you serious?
Of course. I am terrifying if you make me angry, you know.
It's definitely scary. For different reasons, though.
So pathetic.
I'm so sorry, Alan, dear. All this because our upbringing of her was terrible.
Karen is an adult now, Mrs. Johnson. You have no fault in this. I'm only sorry I fell in love with a smug woman who dares to demand me alimony, which, by the way, will not go through under any circumstances.
Why not? After all, even you have your faults.
That is a situation outside of this matter of adultery, and that is not reflected in the law at all. If you're not happy, get a lawyer. I'm not sure if there are any lawyers who would take on a defense that they know is damn well likely to lose.
What a bold way to say that, eh? Makes my blood boil.
Even if your blood does boil, if your opponent also gets their juice circulating, you will lose.
We're done, Alan.
It's been for a while now.
Let me tell you this. I have the greatest ally in receiving alimony, and that will also be your biggest weakness.
Oh, sure. That's cool. That's something to look forward to. I have no intention of ending it with just the damn alimony anymore, so you have to be prepared.
Holding a grudge against someone who cheated on you and made you lose as a man? How miserable. So frustrating. You just want the money and to be over and done with, huh?
I don't know what those words mean exactly, but she's extremely confident. Truly a brain made of oatmeal. My love and affection for Karen had completely disappeared by that point, and...
I'm so sorry. I got carried away.
It's already too late, bitch. It's overwhelmingly late.
This is due to adultery during an engagement, so $20,000 in alimony should suffice. Also, Casa de la Allen became such a godforsaken whorehouse, reeking of sinful infidelity, so much that he cannot live there anymore. So we must demand that you buy the apartment. Buying the apartment?
Obviously. How could I live in a monstrous house like that?
And apparently, you had a strong desire to own an apartment like that.
Congratulations. $310,800 apartment is now yours. The monthly payment will be $1,200, so you better work hard to pay it all, eh?
No! The money for the apartment ought to be paid for by the husband.
Take the opportunity to live with your unemployed-ass sweetheart, why don't you? And I asked you for $20,000 in alimony, so how about you live with him? And split a whole bunch of things 50-50 with him.
No good. He's the worst in everything except for his good looks and his ability to please women. He is the worst at literally everything.
Look who's talking. You deranged psycho.
I have awakened to true love. After all, I don't seem to love any man other than you, Alan.
But I don't seem to have that reciprocal desire. The debt amount is $20,000 in alimony, and another $310,800 for the apartment, totaling at $330,800. And the road will be through an ocean of thorns, but you do your best to survive, okay?
What a joke, though. That the main reason why you asked for alimony is that women are supposed to get alimony. I seriously thought so. Please forgive me. I will change my mind, and I promise I'll break up with him. Bad things will be discovered eventually, lady. Well, you better hate your own low sense of chastity. He doesn't have any money, and we couldn't afford a hotel. We had no choice but to stay at the apartment, Alan.
That ideology is freaking ridiculous.
I shouldn't have freaking cheated.
Even if she regrets it now, the only fitting adjective is late. I requested her alimony and changed the apartment loan name to hers. With this, she became a debtor of over 300 grand. She has also been disowned by her parents, and it seems very difficult for her to make a comeback in life now. According to rumors, she married the man she was cheating on. And just when I thought they'd become a super hard-boiled couple, but the two of them had a flawed sense of ethics and had a terrible relationship, with each other cheating on the other and going to court to fight for rights to alimony. That's what seems to be going on now. Like I care. On the other hand, I peacefully live in a nice rental apartment that suits my lifestyle. I think I'll take a break from love and throw myself into a hobby for now. Trouble Busters!